Here are my top 3 most anticipated racket release of 2026. At number 3, we have the Yonex Vcore 2026 update due at Australian Open time. I go way back with the Vcore line, having used the SV98 as my last racket in high school and the 2018 Vcore 98 Plus during college.
It will come out in a ruby red cosmetic, and we even see Tommy Paul holding it himself in better lighting at an event recently.
Unlike some of the other brands, Yonex is not afraid to take the risk changing the mold of the racket at every update. Just look at the shape and the width of the beam. They look quite different than the current Vcores. I'm expecting them to change it up again in the 2026 update. It's possible that we're seeing similar updates as we saw with the E-Zone with more dampening and stability tech added. Personally, I would love to see a stiffer 98, a return to the SV98 generation. As the E-Zone and Percept line both has pretty comfortable options, there's really an opportunity to make a stiffer and more connected feeling Vcore 98 that are also more powerful, that competes better with the Aero 98. At number 2, we have Babolat's Pure Aero update for 2026. They need no introduction as the 98 and 100 are two of the most popular rackets around the world right now. Especially the Pure Aero 98 have taken up a storm on the professional tour. I have here the previous Aero VS, and the current Aero 98 pretty much shares the exact same mold as this. However, from what we can see from the brochures for the 2026 Aero, it seems like Babolat has actually taken a risk to update the mold of the racket. It looks like the throw has a different design than the current Aero line, and I'm very excited to see how they play on court. It's always a risk to change up such a popular racket that people already love.
Here's the full Aero 26 lineup. To me, the paint job with silver looks cleaner than the current one. What do you guys think?
With Carlos Alcaraz at the top, it's hard to see the Aero line not continue its success. At number 1, the most anticipated racket release for me is the blacked out Aero 98 competitor from Wilson. Seen it this year on tour with Tsitsipas, Kachanov, Korda. It's super rare to see this many professional players switching rackets in the middle of their season. A number of other Wilson pros are testing it, including Peyton Stearns. This will come in a new line that replaces the current Wilson Shift line, which is my racket of choice. So yeah, I'm a little biased. From what we know now, it will be 98 head size, one with 1620 pattern, and potentially a heavier one with 1820 pattern like we saw with Karen. I was able to spend a few minutes in person checking one out. The beam shape and thickness looks almost identical to the current Aero 98, but the shape of the throw is quite different from the Aero with 8 strings coming through the throw on the 1621. Maybe we'll get to see it as soon as AO26. Rumored name for the line is Python, but I hope Wilson come up with something better. It's clear that the Aero 98 is pretty much the perfect racket for modern tennis, so I'm super interested to see the take from Wilson and see potentially if it's better. Follow me for updates and comment down below what's your most anticipated racket for 2026.